Okay, so watching the things that we say, the things we say tend to have an effect on people in a certain way because words are vibrations, right? So when we speak something hateful or out of anger or anything in that lower range, um, people people feel it at a certain level, right? So that's why people are stuck with it because they felt it in the feeling of when you spoke that word or spoke whatever you said to them still sticks with them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a form of spell. So um, just be careful in understanding the importance of the words you use and the things you say because they do stick deep and you just never know what was said um, that had a traumatic effect on someone, you know. So with the people, places, or things that has caused you emotional distress and situations, you know, um, find it in you to want to um, gradually start releasing it, right? It's easier said than done because once those triggers start coming in immediately after asking to be released, we tend to forget what we asked for, you know? And I just encourage everyone to stand strong in the things that they believe in and the things that they want because what comes towards you um, is only meant for you to release it, you know? So when you are always like being were blamed for something, put down for something, or always felt shameful, um, that came from people's outside projections, right? You within their own selves, right? So you have to find the strength to push through um, through the illusion, right? You have to be able to see through the illusion, right? Um, because that's what's keeping you at a low vibration, right? There's nothing wrong with you. Um, you don't do everything wrong, you know. Um, you are someone who is worthy. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to stay strong in you and trust that with every battle that you face, you will come out on top. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes those insecurities is a hell of a battle. You know what I'm saying? Those insecurities, those fears, they are hell of a battles, right? So you just gotta buckle up and keep fighting against it until you get to a point of wholeness within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. Okay, so look at yourself as being able to shift and transform into anything that you want, right? Anything thrown at me is just a form for me to evolve into something more than what I was at the moment, right? We cannot take we cannot take on we cannot take on growth without some type of resistance, right? Without something causing you to want to move better, right? And just think about all the different transformations that you have and shifts that you have went through as a kid, right? And just look at them as all mirrors to transform all points of all mirrors and like points of like rejection to get you to rejection or resistance to get you to where you at and who you are now, right? So each one of those shifts and transformations, the things that caused you to go through that, that was all mirrors to get you to the next point in life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, so your body and your soul already remembers what it came down here to do, right? What like deters us away from, deter us away from um, our path is outside influences, right? So it is extremely important to stay strong in you. You know what I'm saying? Don't fold. Um, but at the same time, don't allow yourself to, don't allow being strong in yourself, um, having strength, um, cripple you. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a balance. Okay, you bring light to darkness. That's your soul mission, right? To transform um, anything and everything you come in contact with, right? Evolution, right? And you intuitively know what's for you. Chaos comes in when you go against yourself. You know what I'm saying? So um, remember who you are and remember your power. Okay, so we are all collectively learning how to not go against ourselves, right? After for years being controlled um, by outside things, right? So be patient and gentle with yourself. You know what I'm saying? As you're freeing yourself from the shackles, right? So I just encourage everyone to continue to work on them and put them at the center focus because once yourself is balanced, everything else will balance out on its own. Okay, so our bodies recognize extreme situations, extreme emotions, whether it's happiness or whether it's sadness. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention to how you feel when you're around certain people, when you go to certain places, um, because energy never lies. You know what I'm saying? When people's talking to you, pay attention to how your body start reacting to the vibration of that person's voice. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, energy never lies, and when people speak, it's just vibrations. And when you're in tune, you can feel the truth behind people vibrations. Okay, so when dealing with constant emotional distress, right, we are subconsciously conditioning ourselves, right, causing causing us to be in a constant loop of remembering what happened, what we when we last felt this emotion, right? Um, which in a way um, starts to um, reform back up as a cycle in our life, right? But that's if we allow it to, right? The way to release yourself or recondition yourself is to change your perspective, right? Stay constant and um, constantly choose the other perspective when that emotional trigger comes in, because that way um, that always puts you at in a higher mind frame, and eventually that will teach you to um, to immediately transform the negativity into something that is beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Okay, so experiencing the constant emotional distress, we consciously emotionally conditioned ourselves, right? Sometimes we are conditioned to go against ourselves. Um, the results of the emotional condition that you are um, subconsciously trained to do when you are triggered by that emotion, um, it leads to a separation within ourselves, right? And we grow up feeling like we are missing something, right? And when, like I said before, um, the thing that we are missing is the other perspective, right? Now you experience the low side, right? Now condition yourself and work with yourself to strengthen yourself to see the better side of it. You know what I'm saying? Trust in yourself. Um, trust in the decisions that you want to make. Trust in the decisions that you have made. You know, because any decision you have made was meant to happen for the purpose of. Okay, so your body holds and stores emotional memory, right? So that's why we need to massage and be in constant movement in order to release what is stored within the body. You know what I'm saying? For example, a lot of people look at exercise as um, to a way to change the physical body, when really exercise can be used to um, change the spirit as well. You know, the constant moving, the sweating, the release of everything within helps you get into a clear mind. You know, such as like running or whatever form. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.